Kirsha, have you heard of this guy, Chud the Builder, before?
I think I had a couple of people in my chat ask if I knew what was going on with Chud the Builder, and I was like, I don't know what that is. So
okay. So this is a guy who I guess he streams over on Kick. He's an IRL streamer, and he's been compared to Johnny Somali in that he is kind of a nuisance streamer.
I was about to ask, like, the last time somebody came out of nowhere that I had never heard of before and started getting pushed into my feed from absolutely everywhere and somehow became like an overnight sensation was that guy who hit his face with hammers. And now I cannot stop hearing the name Clavicular everywhere. And it feels like this Chud the Builder guy is the exact same thing.
There's something to that, right? This seems kind of manufactured. I've just seen this guy pop up out of nowhere after the in the last little bit. But let me just kind of give you a little bit of background right here. This is a couple days ago. This is on May 9th. Chud the Builder almost gets into a shootout with a man after calling him the hard R repeatedly. Okay? So we're not going to censor
R
this.
Or N?
The hard R of
with
the
R. Okay.
Yes.
I got you.
Yes.
Wait,
so
isn't this the guy that Kongman mentioned a couple days ago?
Yes, this is the guy. Okay, so here, let's take a listen here.
Holy we're bringing America back. Freedom of speech, sir. No more tipping out. Get out of the road. Get out of the road. Pull in here. Park. I swear to God. Pull in and park. I swear to God. That's what I thought. I swear to God.
It's like I'm with my mom again.
Oh no. Oh no. So
just immediately got sent back to childhood.
I just see the flashback hitting Kirsha right here. Mama, no, stop it. You can't say those words.
It was more like, Mama, no, please don't beat someone else's ass. I want to go home tonight.
He goes out there and he says he's not afraid to throw out some harsh language here. And here's another example.
I just want to point out that you are aware that I got the channel nuked when we had the bad words on the Call of Duty lobby, but look at this guy playing these right now.
This is true, yes. The channel is in a different place right now. Yes, we have. So here's another example here.
You heard me.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, that guy tried to, like, grab something off of Cowboy Hat Man, so, I mean... Yeah, you know.
Well, it looks like he was trying to grab the pepper spray that he just bust right in his face. By the way, doing this right next to a restaurant here. Look at the restaurant.
Yeah, those people's food. That's.
Yeah. So this is who this guy is. He goes up and he's very confrontational. He uses the guise of free speech, honestly, just to be an asshole. That's really kind of his bit, right? He's just kind of a jerk. And I say that like. That's I don't know. It is what it is at this point, right? You kind of look at it, and I think everybody can kind of make their own decisions. This is not appropriate to.
He looks kind of like a YouTuber that my Canadian Mormon alcoholic friend really, really liked and introduced me to, and I thought that guy was funny. And now I can't remember his name, and I can't even remember any of his skits in order to like explain who he is. So now it's just like I was hoping if I told the story, my memory would kick in and I would remember it, but I don't. And now I'm sad. Maybe
this will help reflect, get your memory back, because I don't know if he was ever ever arrested for, I don't know, attempted murder. We have this right here. This is from yesterday. Breaking news.
Some breaking news to tell you about the social media influencer known as Chud the Builder is now facing an attempted murder charge after a shooting today outside the Montgomery County Courthouse. Deputies say Dalton.
Can I just ask, like this newscaster just uncritically said the name Chud the Builder as if everyone's supposed to know who this is, and it's a completely normal thing to say.
Right.
What are we doing here?
I'm with you on that. It's very unnerving to see this guy. Let's go, Chud the Builder.
He's like Walt Disney, but like from Temu.
Oh, they're saying Chud the Builder like it's supposed to be a recognizable name like Donald Trump, and it's just like, what is happening? I'm taking crazy pills.
Chud the Builder over here.
You know, that guy Chud, that's his name, Chud.
That's right. Well, and Chud the Builder here we go.
Known as Chud the Builder is now facing an attempted murder charge after a shooting today outside the Montgomery County Courthouse. Deputies say Dalton Etherly, better known as social media as Chud the Builder, was involved in a fight leading to gunfire. Both men were hospitalized. Deputies just arrested Etherly, charging him with attempted murder, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. Tonight, he's being held in the Montgomery County Jail.
Fucking social media personality. Literally never heard of this man. What is happening?
Right. I think he's on Kick. I think he was on Kick. I don't know. I haven't seen him. I never watched one of his live streams. This is, man. I don't see his channel on Kick anymore as I do a quick glance. Maybe he's been banned over there. But if he was on Kick, he's not anymore. You can kind of see, there's no accounts there. So, this just goes back to the idea of like how much is too much. This guy obviously wanted to be very confrontational, went out, and this is like kind of the ultimate around and find out type of thing. I think he was using streaming as an excuse to honestly just kind of be an asshole like Johnny Somali.
Probably.
And, now Johnny Somali he's in jail. And this guy apparently will also be in jail because of this.
Put him in the Korean prison for 10,000 years.
What's interesting about this, though, is apparently a couple days ago, he was kind of outed for being
gay. Oh, fuck yeah! How do you know?
In our document today.
He was kind of outed for, there was some accusations, I would say, about him kind of being the type of guy who would attend parties and sit in a corner. And it was, well, let's see. So here we go.
That sounds more school shooter than gay.
Well, here we go. Take a look at this real fast. Here, let me just go ahead. This post right here. Chud the Builder, the racist clown who films himself screaming the N-word at black people in public, just got exposed. Trans content creator Lily Venus. Why do they all have
like
crazy
a porn
stupid
name?
Right, Lily Venus.
I don't know. Content creator. That sounds like a porn name.
And like when you do the name Venus based off of like the goddess of beauty, and then the razor Venus, she's got it. Ugh, gross.
Said she had full intimate sexual relations with Chud around 2015, including pegging, threesomes, and weed.
I don't even care if they're lying. I believe them.
She straight up calls herself a professional pegger for white male clients. So
pegger with the hard R.
Is this the guy here? Yeah, that's the hard R right there, pegger. So look, there we are. We have this guy. Now he's being thrown in jail, which it is what it is. You can see him looking here, questioning his life as he's getting moved away on a stretcher.
Darkness, my old friend.
So I've got a really hot take on this one.
Okay.
I figure let's just keep going.
Why not, Phoenix? Let's go.
How do you do? I wish this was a smarter guy doing it, because as performance art, I actually feel this is something we need to exercise from this country. Right now, there's a certain word, the Voldemort word, where we're not allowed to say it, and then we're okay if someone says it and then they're beat unmercifully. Well, he did say the Voldemort word, so that's okay. Like, if you guys are familiar with the Westboro Baptist Church, they used to go to funerals and I don't remember the exact quotes, but they would trigger the shit out of people, like grieving families saying, that soldier has died in disgrace. He's an F word. He's this, and that. Like, they would really, really try to push people for their little agenda and stuff like that. So there's something to be said in performance art that tries to normalize words that we have free speech again. That's not to say that we should all be saying that word. I'm not saying that, but it's like for me, I'm exhausted with dancing around words, because when you dance around words, you slowly lose your speech. So if it's that, then it's another word, then it's another word, then soon you can't say anything, and then we're in the position that we're in. So I'm not saying I wish I could just say the N-word all the time. That's not my point. So to have a performance artist go out there with a more meaningful point, not basically picking fights, I would have liked to have seen, if that makes sense. I hate that it's this guy.
No, I agree with you, and I think it would be much better if it was just somebody doing the normal on the street interviews or whatever, and then just using the word normally, not even changing the tone of their voice, just in a sentence, because it would catch people off guard, and they'd be like, wait, what did you just say? Instead of being obnoxious and yelling it at people, using it as a direct insult, right? Because that just makes you look like a jackhole at that point.
Well, and when you're yelling at people in a car, calling him that, and then saying, get out of the car. Like, yes, you are
Yeah.
instigating like you are doing your best to cause a scene, right? Whereas if it's, as you said, Phoenix, some sort of performance art where you're trying to normalize, these words that are, that are villainized in
To
society.
show that we're okay as a society if the sound effect comes out of a mouth, kind of idea. Like it's
Right.
okay. We can move on.
Well, this guy will certainly not be moving on, or if he is, he's moving on to a jail cell, which apparently he's going to enjoy because he's into the pegging, which is a thing. So we'll see. We'll follow up on the Chud the Builder story as it goes along.
I will never forgive gay people for being offended by the F slur, because as a Bostonian, that's our word, bro. Like, I can't go outside without hearing that shit. It is like everyone just says that normally. Like the 90s never left New England, basically. Everything is still normal, except for now that there's more liberals destroying Massachusetts. So that's kind of unfortunate for them, but
It's amazing how words just get captured. They get captured. Yeah. You can't say this, and people go, okay, whatever. I was watching a video of this guy who was talking about how, in 10 years from now, words we say now are going to be deemed unacceptable, and people are going to be like, oh, I can't believe you said that in 2026, just like things you did in 2016 or 2006 or 1986 or whatever. It was a different time. It's like, shut the up, assholes. Like assholes will be seen as a derogatory and
like, it
mean.
was a different time, but it was a better time, and you've made it worse.
That's right. Our goal is 200,000 subscribers. Help us. Let's get there.